Ladies and gentlemen, we bring you
Telegraph Radio.
Alright, you're tuned to the one and only Telegraph Radio, streaming out of London, UK. As you know, today we're going to be featuring old school metal bands from South Africa from the 80s and 90s. Going through a list of all the bands that have kind of influenced and spread metal through the rest of Africa. We'll also be hearing from Mr Edward Banchs, author of a book called Heavy Metal Africa that's coming out this year. He's from Pennsylvania and he's been traveling back and forth to Africa, Southern Africa, for the past few years, gathering information for this book. And I met with him in London last year and he interviewed me for a good while in the pub while we had some beers. And it sounds like it's going to be a great book. So let's get the show on the road. I'll kick off the show with a band that I think deserves to kick off the show of this magnitude. The old school of South African rock and heavy metal. Band called Gypsys and a song called Hole in My Head. This is Telegraph Radio. I'm the Dean Machine, coming at you from London, UK.
I'm gonna make you feel alright.
one and only band of Gypsys there. I'd like to welcome Debs to the chat room and Warhorse. And that band of Gypsys went out to Debs who back in 93 or 94 I think it was, when my band Two Dogs Funking was touring the coast of South Africa, put us up for 2 or 3 days in their flat, us and the band Dead Reckoning. Two bands we'll be featuring later on in the show, Two Dogs Funking and Dead Reckoning. Thanks Debs. Next up, a band that I just discovered a couple of days ago, and it was I'm really surprised that I didn't hear this band back in South Africa, and it might be because they went to Germany on a record deal, but I know one of the guys, quite a famous musician in South Africa, Mike Todd, was in this band, a band called Taipan, and it was a song called White Boys on Rock. Let's check this out. Telegraph Radio coming at you from London, UK. definitely going to try to get my hands on the rest of that album. If only we knew about those boys back in the day. But as I say, they probably, I know they secured a record deal in Germany, so they might have pissed off to Germany before any of us actually got to see them. Right, so next up, the band, the culprits that we all know started off the true heavy metal scene in South Africa. A band called Black Rose. First band to release a full-length metal vinyl in South Africa, an album called Live By It. I gotta tell you, this band toured extensively all over South Africa, and they're the ones responsible for the wake of metal bands that they left in their trail. So without further ado, we're going to play 2 songs from this band and possibly some more a bit later. This is a band called Black Rose, as I said, and the first song we're going to play is called Blackout. This is Dillygaff Radio, playing South African rock and metal from the 80s and 90s for you.
The African Heavy Metal Show, brought to you exclusively by Dillygaff Radio and the Dean Machine.
Black Rose there, a song called Blackout from the album Live By It, released in 1984 on ROI Music. Rolf Prommel on vocals and synthesizer, Carl Apples Riley on guitars, Ian Simpson on drums, and Mark Proctor on bass. What a great album. Next up we're going to see another song from that album, a song number 1 off of that album called Free and Easy. This is Black Rose, first metal band in South Africa. Oh man, so much to be said about that band and the wake of metal that they left left behind them. all the bands they influenced, bands that I was in personally, Ragnarok, bands like Pentagon, Lynx, who we're going to play next, Montreux, Razor, so many bands around at that time. We used to all go watch them at the Winton Joy Hotel, otherwise known as the Golden Banana in Hillbrow. I remember bunking school one day, still in my school uniform, and I went to watch Black Rose playing in the parking lot of Eastgate Shopping Centre. And it's all thanks to that band that we used to stand in front of and headbang that I got into playing music and formed my own bands. And a lot of the other bands I'm going to play today will say the same thing, that that's the band that made them pick up instruments and start playing music. So big hats off to the guys in Black Rose. Next up we're going to play another band around from that time called Lynx, and a song called It's For You, and this one goes out to my friend Sylvia Apfelbaum, who is in either Germany or Holland. I never quite know where she is. And this one's for you, Sylvia.
When you turn around, turn on your radio.
Lynx with a song called It's For You. I was at that gig with a whole bunch of other guys, Gert, Lance, Danny, Craig, Rosa. You know you all were there, man. Mark Nipper. It was actually part of a competition, kind of a battle of the bands, where they had all these like they had a reggae band and they had some all-girl band playing cuck music, and Lynx was the only metal band there, and headbangers turned out in their droves to support Lynx. That video is actually on YouTube. So the few bands that I've played so far: Black Rose, Taipan, Band of Gypsys, Lynx, and a bunch of others that I mentioned, Pentagon, Montreux, Razor, were kind of the forerunners that kicked off the metal scene in South Africa. And then in the mid to late 80s, it turned from heavy metal to thrash metal. The metal scene got kind of heavy, and there were two bands that were responsible for that. One from Johannesburg called Ragnarok, and one from Cape Town called Voice of Destruction, otherwise known as VOD. Metal got heavier. But before we play anything from those bands, one more guy I got to play. The Madman, the 6-footer Madman who everyone used to see at the gigs, running across the tables, playing solos at the speed of light. Guy called Stretch, who now lives in LA, still shredding his guitar like none other. Just check out a song from Stretch called Out of the Light. This is Danger Smith, streaming from London, UK. Thinking of all the places that we used to watch these bands, like I mentioned before, Winton Joy Hotel, the Golden Banana, the Rock Attic. Thinking of the Rock Attic, another band I didn't mention comes to mind, a band called Unchained. It's the Gary Walker on bass, original bassist for Black Rose. And then came the new wave of South African metal, if you want to call it that. 1986, a band called Ragnarok started playing at the Irish Club in Hillbrow. Actually, before I mentioned Ragnarok, there was one band before Ragnarok and VOD, a band called Osiris. Possibly the first band to play proper thrash metal in South Africa. They were from Pretoria. Sadly, they didn't last too long. My friend Vincent Veynen, who now lives in Belgium, was the guitarist for that band, and Ando Bariska, everyone who remember him, he's in Switzerland now. Remember those guys covering Celtic Frost and all sorts of heavy stuff. And then came Ragnarok, playing Metallica covers, Warfare, Venom, Slayer. And then they went and started playing original music, and I guess that's where thrash kind of took off in South Africa.
The African Heavy Metal Show, brought to you exclusively by Dilly Gaff Radio and the Din Machine.
Hello, it's Edward Banchs. I'm the writer of a book called Heavy Metal Africa, Life, Passion, and Heavy Metal in the Forgotten Continent. It's a book that I've been working on for, well, a while now. Can't really exactly remember when and where I started it. I remember starting it while I was living in the UK. This is 2014, February when I'm recording this, and I was living in the UK in 2011. I'd wanted to get started on it first, well, before that, but I was actually in graduate school. I was at the School of Oriental and African Studies at the University of London, researching a lot of politics in Southern Africa and whatnot. I have a long time interest in Africa, but I'm also a lifelong metalhead, which is part of the reason why I started this. This project really just was born out of the fact that there was no research, there was no information out there on rock or heavy metal music in Africa. None whatsoever. Very, very little was found. Actually, I mean, to be honest with you, I didn't find anything at the time. And I really wanted to. And why I wanted to find was this information was because I had been taking a few trips to Africa. I had taken a few trips to Africa, and on those trips I had really begun to scratch the surface as to what was going on in Africa, with trips to Zambia, Zimbabwe, South Africa. And as a metal fan, I was very happy to hear it, and I was very happy to see it. I was able to find the music that I wanted to find there. But yet when I got home to the United States, I had a hard time convincing people what was going on. And also, I wanted to find more information on these bands that I was hearing while I was over there. I remember being introduced to a few bands and being told about bands in South Africa on a trip in 2007. Trips to, I remember it was VOD, Voice of Destruction, not Groin Churn, Sacrifix. And I was told that of a band also at the time from Botswana called Rust at that trip. And from a few bands from Angola, but nothing else really came of it. And I just saw some videos on YouTube or what, and that was it. But there was no articles, there was nothing in metal magazines. If there was, it was very little, or I just didn't see it. But the book has been pretty fun. I feel that, given my scholarship and my long-time academic interest in Africa, it's a little different than I think what most people would expect, but it's there. It's a book I'm writing about the history of Africa, in metal and rock, what's going on, and it's covering quite a lot. It's been taking a lot of my time.
Sounds pretty interesting. He had some cool stories to tell me about his trips to Africa, which we'll be hearing about later on in the show. Some of the bands he mentioned there, Voice of Destruction, Groin Churn, all bands that we're going to be hearing. But as it goes, the band that took metal to the next level, heaviness, thrash metal, was a band called Ragnarok, who formed in 1986 by a bunch of friends in school. I was the drummer in the band and later on became the rhythm guitarist and vocalist. And at the same time this band was going in Johannesburg, Voice of Destruction started kicking ass in Cape Town. And these two bands actually, Voice of Destruction ended up coming to Joburg and doing a bunch of gigs with Ragnarok and a couple other bands. So let's check it out, a song from Ragnarok called Premonition. Robbie Smith on bass, Lawrence Bailey on drums, Dean Smith on rhythm and lead vocals. This is Telegraph Radio coming at you from London, UK.
Why don't I come there and we can talk about this, man? Shoot the shit into maniac. What you think?
Sê jy wat? Sê vir my waar jy is, ek sal jou kom haal, jou fucking bliksem.
Mighty VOD, there was a song called Black Cathedral. I think that was around 1992, if I'm not mistaken. You can go and read about this band at their website, voiceofdestruction.com. You see a full list of all their releases and their biog and all that stuff going on there. What a great band. But yeah, those were the first two that kicked off the heavy stuff in South Africa. Ragnarok, or if you want to pronounce it correctly, Ragnarok, and Voice of Destruction from Cape Town. And then there was a rock band that came out called The Blast, and I happened to be in quite a few of these bands. Just turned out that that's the way shit happened, and I did vocals on this next song. I was in Belgium for 3 months, and when I got back from Belgium, The Blast were looking for a singer to go into the studio with them, and they got me in to sing on this next song. It was the first time I'd ever been in a studio in my entire life. And I believe my little buddy Arthur Zakos Kenny is listening in from London. Little toothless knight with his Star Wars sword. I hope you're swinging that sword around, because this next song's for you, Arthur. It's a song called a song from The Blast called Little Sister. Rock on, buddy. blast there with Little Sister. Rest in peace, Mike Mills. Unfortunately passed away after having a car accident, the guitarist of that band. You know, I've been trying to, been scouring the internet and trying to scratch out songs from all over the place, from all these bands in South Africa that by now bands had started crawling out of the woodwork from all over. Another band from Pretoria, Aragorn. Made big waves in South Africa, that band, Aragorn. A song called Digital Breath, Rock You Till You Die. I found some of this, I got some of their songs sent to me. Quality isn't that great, but there's I have to play them, and these are bands that were integral to the metal scene in South Africa and to neighboring countries. I know a lot of the bands from neighboring countries like Metal Horizon, Rust and those kind of bands were influenced by these bands that I've been playing. So let's check it out. Aragorn, a song called Digital Breath.
the African Heavy Metal Show, brought to you exclusively by Dilly Gaff Radio.